Hello students, welcome back to our class. Here is another session of English grammar. In our last session we discussed about the types of sentences. So let's recall. You know there are 5 main kinds of sentences. Assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and the last is operative sentence. So today we shall study of the basic part of the sentences. Basic part of the sentences. A sentence. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words which gives the complete sense. So a sentence can be divided into two main parts. A sentence can be divided into two main parts. The first part is naming part and another one is doing part. Naming part is called the subject and the doing part is called the predicate. Subject. What is a subject? Subject is person or thing we speak about is called the subject, and predicate. Predicate tells something about the subject. Predicate tells something about the subject. A subject contains a noun or pronoun, and the predicate contains action verb or helping verb and object. So there are two definitions, subject and predicate. Subject, it is the part of a sentence about which something is said. It is the part of a sentence about which something is said. Means the part which names the person or thing we are speaking about is called the subject. And the predicate, it is the part of a sentence which tells something about the subject. It is the part of a sentence which tells something about the subject. Means what the subject is or does. So always remember, subject and predicate together make a complete sense. Subject and predicate together make a complete sense. So here are some examples. The police is chasing a thief. The police is chasing a thief. Here the police is subject because the police is a noun or doer also, because the action is done by the police, and the rest part is chasing a thief is called the predicate, because I have earlier told in the predicate action verb, helping verb and object comes. So here is a helping verb, chasing is the action verb, and a thief is called the object. So the police is the subject and is chasing a thief is called the predicate. Let's try another one. The elephants have very sharp memories. The elephants have very sharp memories. In this sentence, the elephants is the subject and have very sharp memory is the predicate, because have is the verb. So again I want to remind you that verb contains in a predicate. There are some tips to understand the subject and predicate a little better. So our first tip is, the predicate always contains a verb. It may be helping verb or an action verb. The predicate always contains a verb. Second tip is, mostly the predicate is longer than subject. Mostly the predicate is longer than subject. We can see in this sentence, have very sharp memories. There are many words. So here are some examples. The third tip is, you can easily pick out the subject by asking who or what. Yes, it is the very important tip. You can easily pick out the subject by asking who or what. Like this, he is working late today. So we can ask the question who. Who is working late today? We will get the answer he. Yes. So he is the subject and is working late today is called the predicate, because is the helping verb and working is the action verb. So it's called the predicate. Let's try another one example. Going to bed late is not good. Going to bed late is not good. Here we ask the question from what. What is not good? Going to bed late. We will get the answer going to bed late. So going to bed late is the subject and is not good is the predicate. Understood? Now our fourth tip. Don't be in a delusion that subject always comes first. Yes, students. Don't be in a delusion that subject always contain first. Because we understand that subject usually comes before the predicate, but not always. There are some cases where subject comes after the predicate. Yes, I'll show you. Here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. So we will ask the question, what? What comes here? What comes here? The bus. Our answer is the bus. So the bus is the subject and here comes is the predicate because comes is the verb. Now, fifth tip is an imperative sentence does not have a written subject. Yes, because we know that an imperative sentence expresses an order, request and command. As go away, thank you. Go away means you go away. Thank you. I thank you. So here are you and I are the hidden subject. Understood? You and I are the hidden subject. So in these sentences, the subject I and you are understood. An imperative sentence does not have a written subject. So like this sentence, in this sentence, the subject I and you are understood. Yes, students? I hope you have understood this concept. Now is the time for a quick test. You have to make the English grammar notebook and solve the exercise in this notebook. Identify the subject, predicate and verb in the following statements. Yes, first, she is a difficult person. Have they bought the books? Third, I am going to Mumbai. Are you coming to the party? The boy with the blue cap is the monitor. My father's friends gave him a watch. The question was very easy. The poor man was honest. Many girls are plucking flowers. We are going for a picnic next month. So you have to do this exercise in your notebook. And before you leave, I just wanted to say that don't forget the previous session. And see you soon in our next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you. Bye.